Hey guys, it's Gary's Good News Only, and we are here in March, heading toward April, which means baseball season's amongst us. I cannot wait. Just a few more days, spring training will be over, and we'll be the Atlanta Braves playing, heading toward that World Series this year. I know a lot of y'all will be excited to watch that. So let's talk about what's going on in Gary's Good News Only. First of all, happy anniversary, everybody. It was a year ago today, 15 days to stop the curve or flatten the curve. Yay, that didn't work. Just like it didn't work to shut down schools and keep the kids out of school or shut down the economy. That's been kind of pretty much scientifically proven now. But the media will never tell you these things, and that's where Gary's Good News Only comes in. We're trying to share you the good news out there, and I'm not going to use quack sources from some partisan websites. I'm going to find only good people that are epidemiologists, researchers from Brown University, Harvard, Yale, Stanford, all the best universities in the world, Oxford University, and give you and I always tell you where the information comes from so you can make the decision whether you like the information or not. Remember, I'm only reporting it, you decide. All right, so here we are, Gary's Good News Only at 6 a.m. on March 15th. 136 million vaccines had already been distributed. 109 have already been administered. 109 million already administered. That's an 80% administration of the vaccine. Remember, this is from the media who told you right around January 20th that there was zero plan to get the vaccine out there, which obviously wasn't true. I mean, we don't get 80% of the vaccines out in such a short period of time with no plan. 71 million people have already received at least one doses. There is some studies out there. There are some studies now that say one dose might be enough to make you or give you the immunity. Marty McCary, the doctor I talked to you about last time from Johns Hopkins University, brilliant man. He asked this question: if anyone hears of a person hospitalized or dead from COVID-19 after full vaccination, please let them know. He says the data clearly shows that the vaccines confer near perfect protection against death and hospitalization from COVID. He said, can't we at least be honest about that? And that's a good question. Can't we at least be honest about that? Vaccines are working. We need them. Third, 3 feet distance for kids in class rather than the 6 feet is what's being shown now in tons of scientific studies. Hopefully the CDC will wise up and change that. Also, another article out by, I can't pronounce his name, Ashik Jha from Brown University. He says that by May, we are going to be swimming in vaccines. We're going to see hospitalizations plummet. We're going to see deaths plummet from this disease. It's going to be absolutely wonderful, his quote. South Carolina, 2 days we had 300 cases of the vaccine or the COVID virus. We had 0 deaths one day. We had 2 deaths the other. So the numbers are coming down to pre-summer numbers. It's really incredible. U.S. cases, we are down 19% in 2 weeks. Deaths were down 32% the last 2 weeks. Vaccinations in South Carolina, 20% have already been vaccinated. 65 and up really are starting to get even higher than that. And one last thing to tell you about, there was a study done by the U.S. COVID era performance group that did an indexing of states based on mortality rates, unemployment rates, and in-school person. The top 5 best states to live in that handle the COVID the best: Utah, Nebraska, Vermont, Montana, Wyoming. South Carolina was in the top half at number 24. Florida was number 8. The bottom 5, of course, as you knew, would be D.C. and California tied for 5th from worst. New Mexico, Massachusetts, New York, and New Jersey. Just to give you an idea on that, Utah had an 89 score. New York and New Jersey had an 11. So there you have it, guys. That's your COVID news for the week. Gary's Good News will be back another week. Hopefully we're coming to the very end of Gary's Good News, because once we get back to normal, we want to do these things. I think we're getting there sooner than later. Hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Remember, we report. You decide whether you like the information. I'm always going to tell you where it comes from. And it's the whole purpose of Gary's Good News Only is to give you good news, because all you get is bad news from the media. Y'all take care.